Hi, my name's Karen and I wanted to share with you a very short 15-minute yoga sequence or stretch that you could do first thing in the morning or in the evening. I know a lot of people believe that they can't do yoga. They might think, oh, they're not flexible enough, or they're thinking that yoga is like an hour long or a 50-minute long challenging sequence full of bending yourself in half and balancing. This is not what it's about. This is really just 15 minutes to calm down the central nervous system, connect to the parasympathetic nervous system, and just really slow everything down, connect to the breath, and just help you steady the mind and ground yourself. And certainly during lockdown, this can be a really valuable thing. So I hope you'll join me now and just follow some of the poses as I talk you through them. We're going to start in puppy pose. So it's a little bit like down dog, but down dog can be quite hard for people who have not done much yoga. If yoga is new for you, it can be hard to sustain a down dog. So let's start in puppy pose. So knees as wide as the hips, hands down, so you're in your tabletop, and then just walk the hands out in front of you, and then allow the forearms onto the mat, and then place the third eye, the forehead, onto the mat, and then walk the hands a little further out. So you really feel an opening in the shoulders here, and the heart space is dropping down to the mat, and you just breathe, and you notice the breath, and you stay here for at least 15 or 20 breaths. Just do that now, just stay still, connecting to the breath. So you're really slowing down the breath, and you really feel the breath draw right down to the lower belly. And you also feel it expand the back body, the rib cage at the back. You should feel that expanding, and you should feel the belly softening here. And once you've taken at least 20 breaths there, start to come back up to your tabletop position and take any moves you want. So maybe some circular moves. What is your body telling you to do? Just listen to the body. Maybe rotating the hips, maybe dipping forward with the hips, anything that you feel. And then when you come to some stillness, we'll take a few cat-cows. So you drop the belly and you inhale and you look up. And then you exhale, you push the mat away, you dome through the shoulders. Tuck the pelvis in and under. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, look up. Open heart center, draw shoulders back. Exhale, doming through the shoulders. One more of these. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, doming through the shoulders. So slowly connecting each breath with a movement. And then come back to your tabletop position. As you inhale, take the right hand out to the side and lift up, look toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bend through the left elbow, interlace the right arm underneath you, and place your head and shoulder onto the mat. Now just try to find, maybe take the knees a little wider, find a comfortable position and just relax here. Maybe you take the left hand out a little further and breathe. Breathe into the back body, breathe into the tummy. At least 3 nice big deep breaths here. Start to bring that left arm back in, and that will push you up off the mat. As you inhale, take the right arm up and then back to your tabletop. Let's take the other side. As soon as you plant the right hand down, inhale, take the left arm up. And then bend through the right arm, interlace, thread the arm underneath you, shoulder and head onto the mat. Just find a comfortable position here. We're opening through the shoulders. Maybe you're stretching out the right hand a little further. 3 deep breaths. Start to walk the right hand back under your shoulder, push the mat away. Inhale, lift the left hand up. Exhale back to your tabletop position. We're coming into our first down dog now. So tuck the toes, you draw the seat back to the heels, and then you lift the hips high. Now you don't need to straighten the legs, contrary to popular belief. It's more about finding a line from the fingertips to the tailbone. So push into the hands as the tailbone lifts. Keep the knees bent. Maybe you want to pedal out the feet. Just take whatever moves you need to take. Maybe you shake the head. Maybe you blubber the lips. And then you find some stillness. Let the head be heavy. Inhale and exhale. Now start to shift the weight forward. Maybe you want to stretch the hands a little bit further forward and step the right foot behind the right hand. And as soon as it touches down, inhale and extend this right hand like a big circle. And just try that one more time. Big circle. Excellent. And then place the hand back down and step back, push back into your down dog. Exhale as you push back. Inhale, push forward. Now step the left foot where the left hand is. So you're in a deep lunge, low lunge, and rotate the left hand. So this is mindful movement, shifting energy around. Inhale. And exhale. Plant the hands, step back into your down dog one more time. As you exhale, push back. And as you inhale, start to walk the feet behind the hands, so they're hip width apart, and just hang here. So you can bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, let the head be heavy. You're just like a rag doll. Gently swaying from side to side. Chest is connecting with the thighs, and then release the hands and rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And when you take this slowly, especially if you've got any blood pressure issues. So you slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Plant the feet into the ground. Maybe your toes connecting, the heels are a little apart, doesn't really matter. Roll the shoulders back and down. Just try to fix your gaze, your drishti. Turn the palms out so that the pinky fingers are on the side of the body. Now inhale, take your palms together above you and look towards the palms. Maybe you can interlace the fingers here and point the pointer finger, whatever feels right for you. Now inhale, start to come up on the toes. So you're rising up and balancing on the toes. Maybe try to tuck the rib cage in, tuck the pelvis under, draw the belly in if you can here. Fix your gaze so that you can balance. And then exhale, release. Now we're going to take a side bend. So inhale, lift the arms up. Wrap your right hand around the wrist and push the palm toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bend to the right side. So try to tuck the pelvis under here so you're not arching your back. Soften through the jaw. Make sure you're not gripping on with the jaw. And find that length in the side of the body here. Exhale, come back up. Release the hands. Take the other side. So inhale, lift up. Take the right hand around the left wrist like this and then push up toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bend to the left. Again, just checking you're not gripping on with the jaw. Tuck the pelvis under. One more breath here. Keep breathing throughout. Don't hold the breath ever. Exhale. Release. Now just take the feet as wide as the mat. We're coming into a squat. Now some people might find a yogi squat too much on the knees. So if it's too much to go right down into a yogi squat, just come into a sort of crouching position like this. So this is one option. And then bring the hands into the center, open Inhale. And then take the other side. Inhale, look up. Gentle twist. You can do that a couple of times. If you're more flexible in the hips and the knees, you might come into the full yogi squat and do the same thing. Inhale. Take one arm up. Push the right elbow into the knee. Exhale, come back to the midline. Inhale. Left hand, right hand reaches. Exhale, come back to the midline. So wherever you are, just know that that's right for you. You don't have to be in this full squat. It might be too much. Sit back now. So however you get there, it doesn't really matter. Just come back onto your butt, and we're going to lower down onto the back as we take some leg stretches. So you might want to just mindfully, you might want to flop down, or you might want to mindfully use the core and lower onto your back. Extend the left leg and take the fingertips around the shin and draw the right knee towards the chest. Just breathe into the hip. Now, if it's available to you, you can flex the foot and lift the foot toward the ceiling, and then try to draw the knee a little closer towards the chest or shoulder. If you can reach the foot, you might grab the outside edge of the foot for like a half happy baby. You don't have to grab the foot, you could just be holding onto the calf. Now gently release and take the left hand across the knee and take this right knee across your body, rolling onto the hip. Now try to extend the right hand and make sure the right shoulder is still on the mat. And then you look to the right side. Now if your knee doesn't want to go down, it could be a good idea to have a cushion or something nearby that you place your knee on. So let's go back to that. So you might have a cushion here to support the knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the leg. This time take the left leg, draw the knee to the chest, clasp the fingertips around the shin, and just breathe. Then if it's available, flex the foot and start to draw the knee using your hands around the knee or shin or ankle a little more toward the shoulder. If it's available, you might try and grab the outside edge of your foot and do a half happy baby. If that's not available, just hold on to the knee and draw it toward the chest. Then as you exhale, take the right hand and draw that knee across the body. Now, if you need to, get your cushion and place it under the knee. Extend arms to the side, look to the left side, ensure that the left shoulder stays on the mat. And just breathe. Again, allow yourself at least 3 breaths here. And then you come back up to the center, draw both knees into the chest and wrap your arms around, grabbing opposite elbows. Give yourself a full body hug here. Maybe roll from side to side on the spine. And then you release the hands and place them on the back of the thighs as you rock and roll. Give your spine a little massage here, and however many times you want to. It's a bit of fun. And then come up to a seated position. Now, a couple of options here. If you're quite open in the hips, you can open the legs into a butterfly shape and the feet, soles of the feet touching. Inhale, lift out of the pelvis. And then exhale, just use the elbows to gently go into the knees and fold forward. And in this case, we're just gonna allow the forearms down and we're gonna dome through the shoulders and just let the head hang heavy. If there's too much of a gap, you could take your cushion here and put it under your tummy, and then just that supports you a little bit more. And you don't have to fold so far forward. So just stay there wherever you are. If neither of those feel good for you, Bring the knees in and just sit a little bit upright. Take the hands around, give yourself a hug. So grab opposite elbows again. Drop the chin right to the, drop the chin in and the head to the knees. And just connect to the breath. So you're just noticing the breath again. You're really expanding through the back body. There's nothing else to do but breathe here. So you're either here or in your forward fold, and you're just finding stillness and connecting to the breath again. And you can stay there as long as you like. Hopefully you're feeling great and ready to take on whatever challenges lay ahead.